one of those Reddit gems. And let me tell you, this one's a real doozy. I don't know how these people survive in real life. The author titled this, "You Have Crutches, You Don't Need a Wheelchair." So this happened a couple of years ago around December. I had fractured my tibia plateau and needed to get crutches and a wheelchair. I had to get a cast before I could walk around with my crutches though. I was at the nearby Walgreens that was about a block from my house, so wheeling my chair there wasn't a struggle. I get inside the Walgreens and wheel myself towards the toilet paper. I remembered at that moment that my doctor had wanted me practicing walking around with the crutches so I could get used to them, so I did. I get out of the wheelchair and slowly walk towards the milk, leaving my wheelchair in the toilet paper aisle, which was one aisle away from the milk. An employee notices me struggling to try to open the door, and they help me open the door and get the milk for me. I make my way back to the aisle where my wheelchair is, and this is where the trouble begins. The entitled parent is pushing her child around on the wheelchair while her child is happily screaming, "Wee, faster!" I walk back to my wheelchair where the entitled parent stopped to take a break and confront her. Me. Excuse me, ma'am? Entitled parent. Yes. Me. What are you doing with my wheelchair? Entitled parent. Well, I saw it was empty, so I figured I might as well just grab it. Me. Well, this is my wheelchair and you shouldn't do that with someone else's property. May I have it back? Entitled parent. You're obviously able to walk without the wheelchair. You don't need it. I was struggling to stand at this point and was sweating profusely. I was not in good shape when I had fractured my leg, so standing up for a while made me tired fast. Me. Ma'am, please. I really can't stand up like this for long. Entitled parent. Not my fault. You shouldn't leave a wheelchair unoccupied, so it's mine now. Entitled child. Mommy, I thought you said we could have it. The kid, who looks like he is around 8, starts crying and stomping his foot and the floor, saying repeatedly, "I want it! I want it now!" The employee who helped me get the milk notices and comes over to us. Employee. What's going on here? Entitled parent. This man just tried stealing my son's wheelchair. Me. What? Employee. Ma'am, this is his wheelchair, not yours. Entitled parent. No, it's not. It's mine now. The employee signals for the manager to come over. The kid is still crying out loud in the wheelchair while his mom is trying to comfort him. I was feeling really tired at this point and feeling lightheaded. The manager comes over. I know the manager personally. He and my mom used to work in an apothecary downtown with each other, so we always knew each other. Manager. Ma'am, if you do not give him back the wheelchair, we're going to have to kick you out. A bunch of other people is staring at her at this point, and the mom looks nervous. The entitled parent gets her son out of the wheelchair, pushes it over, and runs out of the store, holding her son's hand, who is still crying. The employee and the manager help set the wheelchair back up and help me get back into it. They felt bad that I had to deal with that, so they offered to help pack the groceries and gave me some coupons. The manager, whom I will call Dave, walked with me back to my house and helped get the groceries into the house. Before he left, he told me, "Make sure your mom knows what happened today." Me. "Okay, I will, Dave, thank you." He smiles at me and walks back to the Walgreens. When my mom got home from work that evening, I told her what happened. She was furious. The entitled parent and entitled child are banned from that Walgreens for life. I also heard that my mom sued her because she damaged my wheelchair, and since the wheelchair was very expensive, my mom took it to court. She won the case. Edit 1. If you are wondering how my mom got a lawsuit going with the lady, what happened was after the entitled mother ran out so fast, she dropped her driver's license. Cliche, I know. And the manager sent a picture of it to my mom, who then started to get a court order going. The entitled mom broke the 2 front wheels and the left part of the footrest. Now, isn't that something? A grown woman is trying to use a wheelchair to entertain her child and just kind of like ignores the fact that this young man needed it to get around. I mean, where are these people coming from? I, as a parent, what are you teaching your child? Seriously. And good for her that she sued and she won, but I would have added another layer to this. I would have called the police just to file a report, embarrass her, make her nervous, and even though she didn't stay in the store because they had her driver's license, it would have been kind of fun to see the police go to her apartment or house and have a little chat with her. What do you think? What would you have done? Let me know in the comments. And then don't forget, like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks.